How are you?
Okay. Hey.
Okay,
You all right, buddy?
how are we doing, guys?
Yeah. Just here.
Ready?
Okay. Someone drinking my water?
Can we get a top up?
We need the good publicity.
No, you need the good publicity.
We need the good publicity.
No, you do.
They're the most successful family in grid history. 5-time consecutive world champions. Today on Grid TV, it's the McCains. Nathan, Ryan, your family is synonymous with the word Ravenwest.
Because we are Ravenwest.
And yet you've had a very controversial season that's seen you both ousted from your own team.
Yeah, well, there's a word for that.
But despite the drama, the two of you have a storied history that goes far beyond a single team. So today we're going to look back at how you got here and the makings of the McCain racing dynasty.
Let's do it.
Ryan, you grew up racing.
Mm-hmm.
Your dad was a legend in his day, and you and your brother Donnie were amongst the very best racers around.
Well, Donnie and me, racing was what we lived and breathed, you know. Dad was robbed of all that when he passed, so we picked up the torch. To begin with, it was about keeping the name alive, but then one day we realized we weren't racing anymore. We were winning.
Can we roll the footage?
Things just got better and better and better, you know. We won titles, heap of money. Eventually, Donnie moved on, had a family. I started the business.
You mean Ravenwest?
You bet I mean Ravenwest.
Fast forward 10 years, along comes Nate.
Yes?
Third generation of McCain racers.
Some say the best generation yet.
I don't know about that.
Nate, what was it like growing up amongst giants?
Well, to me, they were just my family.
He was a handful, let me tell you. When he was 16, okay, I had this car, the sleekest thing I ever owned. I came home, it was gone, missing.
But why have a car like that and leave it to collect dust?
Well, I take it you borrowed it.
Hey, I knew how to use it, unlike him.
He stole it.
Let's jump forward a bit. Nate proves himself. You bring him on to Ravenwest.
No, it's never a question. It's a family business.
You're saying I didn't deserve it?
Oh, you did, eventually. Oh, come on, you remember the early years, all the dummy races?
Why you gotta bring that up?
Sometimes we hire amateurs to train our drivers. We call them dummies.
And did Nate beat these dummies?
Of course I beat them.
Usually.
Always.
Sometimes.
Why don't we see for ourselves?
Oh, good.
Drifting isn't about pure speed or brute force. It's about ultimate car control and the nerve to hold that drift longer than your rivals dare. A drift is scored on angle, speed, and length. Bonus points are scored for getting as close as you can to the proximity markers set up on the apex of corners. To get a truly great score, you need to chain drifts together to add a multiplier to your total. Whoever gets the highest score at the end of the event is crowned the Drift Legend.
So now you're a racing team. Nate's the lead driver, and as he grows, the team grows. Sponsors start pouring in.
Interesting fact, we made more money from the brand than we ever did racing. I mean, Nate's on magazine covers, he's rolling with A-listers.
After that first title, even my accountant, he lost track of all that money.
So how did all that translate into new opportunities? I've heard, for instance, about some ultra-exclusive invitational.
Right, no, that was some billionaire car owner flew me out to some kind of exotic party. And the one condition that he had was that I brought the most expensive car that I owned.
Or that I owned.
No, it was my car.
You win your first championship, then you do it again and again and again. Then 2 years ago, Lara Carvalho comes on the team, starts to challenge your dominance, right?
No, not really.
Then why does she claim she was always asked to stay behind you?
You know, in racing...
Look, some people say that Nate's 5th title should have been her first. Do you want to comment?
You know what? If she deserved to win, she would have.
Right.
All you need to know is that I won that season fair and square.
Nate wins his 5th title, history's made.
Legally, by the way, and not, before all the mods and cons that he put in.
Okay, so we're nearly out of time. I'd like to end on a hypothetical. You two know each other better than anyone on the grid.
Yep.
If you could have raced in your primes, who would have won?
Obviously
me. Oh, come on, in my prime.
Dude, you have never beaten me in a race.
2 summers ago.
Oh, come on. You did not win that.
Hang on, you two had a race and you can't agree on who won.
Of course we agree.
It was me.
We actually looked this one up. Turns out Nate did win that day.
Like I said, I'm just the better driver.
Yeah, that's about all we have time for. Nate, Ryan, what is next for the McCain clan?
Well, we have all these legal issues to get through.
Whoa, whoa. No, you have these legal issues. Me, I'm gonna go back to the grid. I'm gonna find a new team. I'm gonna rebuild my
Since
reputation.
when?
What, you expected me to quit?
You didn't tell me?
Newsflash.
So there we have it. Nathan McCain is done with Ravenwest, but not done racing. More details surely to come next season, right here on Grid TV.
You asked the fans, they agree with me.
Okay, wow. Are we,
Shut up.
should we cut? I mean,
I wouldn't know. I can't go on social media.
Of course you don't, because you're a dinosaur and all you do is
kind of
talk
getting a bit pathetic.